There is a man. He has no noble birth. He owns no established legacy. His life is a journey of constant departure. He moves toward the unknown. He waits for a promise unseen. The world chases stability. It craves wealth. It values family inheritance. He lets go of all these things. He lives by invisible promises. He endures long years of waiting. Doubt visits his heart. Compromise enters his path. Inner struggle shapes his days. Steadfastness is not inborn. Weakness is never far away. His life shows real human tension. It reveals conflict between faith and fear. Why leave one's homeland? Why hesitate in long waiting? Are choices victories of faith? Or are they human compromises? Answers lie in every decision. This figure lived in ancient West Asia. Society centered on tribal groups. Blood ties bound communities together. Nomadic life formed the basic order. People worshipped local idols. They followed ancestral traditions. Leaving the clan meant great danger. It meant losing protection. It meant cutting off roots. Leadership was not his natural role. No power was passed to him. A stable life once surrounded him. Common customs guided his days. A divine calling changed his course. He was told to leave his home. He must depart from his relatives. An unknown land lay ahead. Such a choice resembled self-exile. No army stood behind him. No great wealth supported him. No clear destination guided steps. Family members traveled with him. Flocks and herds accompanied the way. Worldly rules no longer controlled life. Repeated choices forged his path. Early years passed in Ur. A quiet nomadic routine took shape. No extraordinary traits stood out. Family duties were fulfilled faithfully. A sacred call eventually came. Obedience became his response. The familiar world was left behind. A temporary stop occurred in Haran. The journey resumed after his father's death. Canaan finally came into sight. Immediate settlement did not happen. Movement continued between regions. Tents were raised in strange lands. A severe famine struck the area. Escape to Egypt became necessary. Fear led to concealment of truth. Serious trouble followed the action. Exposure came sooner or later. Embarrassed departure ended the stay. A return to Canaan marked a new phase. Conflicts broke out among herdsmen. Disputes separated relatives and kin. Peaceful withdrawal became the choice. Fertile land was given up willingly. Restraint and generosity shone through. 4 kings launched a sudden war. Loved ones were taken captive. Possessions were seized violently. A small group of men was gathered. Night pursuit pressed toward enemies. Captives were successfully rescued. Lost goods were fully recovered. A priest appeared after victory. A tenth part was offered with respect. Material rewards were firmly refused. Spiritual promises held greater weight. The promised heir still did not come. Long years passed without fulfillment. A worldly solution was proposed. Agreement led to future conflicts. A son was born into the household. Tension filled every corner of life. Separation brought deep sorrow. One son had to be sent away. A heavy heart lingered for long. Old age brought the final test. An order came to offer the beloved son. The command broke a father's heart. Deep struggles lasted through nights. Refusal was not part of the plan. Preparation for the offering began. A mountain journey stretched ahead. Silence dominated the traveling days. Questions arose from the young son. Gentle concealment hid the truth. An altar was built on a mountaintop. Binding took place upon the stones. A hand stretched out with a knife. A voice stopped the action at once. A ram was provided as a substitute. Faith underwent a public test. Full confirmation followed the trial. Long life continued after the event. Promises were fulfilled in sight. Many nations emerged from his line. Perfection never marked his story. Fear led to untruthful words. Weakness brought compromises. Waiting caused moments of doubt. Motives were not always pure. Survival drove some decisions. Faith guided other important choices. Human nature appears in his psychology. Deep desire for security remains strong. Eternal promises hold endless attraction. Fear affects judgment more than expected. Shortcuts become tempting solutions. Self-effort disturbs divine plans. Unnecessary troubles follow such actions. Patience is not consistent at first. Trials strengthen patience over time. Obedience grows slowly through tests. It is not a gift received at birth. Obvious flaws exist in his character. Self-protection becomes a strong instinct. Difficulties are avoided at times. Struggle continues between flesh and spirit. Such inner conflicts are universal. They appear in every human heart. Ancient texts record his whole story. These records pass through many generations. Key choices are clearly documented. Journeys and tests are carefully preserved. Historical regions match his route. Ancient sites support the background. Cultural customs fit the time period. Social structures agree with the context. A complete evidence chain is formed. Real spiritual history is reflected. The story is not a fictional legend. It records a genuine spiritual journey. A complete life arc is clearly shown. It starts with simple obedience. It goes through repeated failures. It ends with mature faith. He is neither completely holy nor fully evil. He remains a real and ordinary person. Faith is chosen again and again. Weakness is overcome step by step. Human nature is fully revealed. Weakness and persistence coexist. Doubt and conviction walk together. Excessive moralizing is not needed. Emotional exaggeration is avoided. Facts speak louder than empty words. Every choice shapes one's destiny. Every struggle shows the true heart. Every trial forges inner strength. Quiet reflection comes from his life. No belief is forced upon others. No values are imposed arbitrarily. A life of faith is simply presented. A life of waiting is truly displayed. A life of obedience is fully shown. The next episode will analyze a new figure. Objective style will be consistently maintained. Rational analysis will continue to be used. Emotional expressions will be avoided. Inspirational preaching will be rejected. Real experiences will remain the focus. Deep humanity will be further explored. True spiritual conditions will be restored. Universal human nature is reflected in each figure. Silent lessons lie inside each story. Collective appeals will not be used. Encouraging slogans will not appear. Collective pronouns will be avoided. Calm and restrained tone stays unchanged. Clear and tight logic is strictly followed. Focused and deep content is consistently delivered. The same structure applies to every part. Facts are respected in all narration. Objectivity is kept in every analysis. The series moves forward steadily. Classic spiritual figures are explored deeply. Complexity of the human heart is revealed. Quiet and powerful truth is presented. Consistent professional tone is maintained. In-depth interpretation remains the core pursuit. The channel style stays unified and complete.